Over 1 billion people in the world are getting easier access to the Veve app, and the biggest Veve whale, Dr. Profit, has been flipped. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Toddler coming at you with another video, and in this one we are going to go over some of the most important and most recent Veve news. Very important ones. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor and not your financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape full degen into the Veve collectibles and or the Ecomi token. Also, if you enjoy this type of content and the beautiful view, then please smash up the like button as hard as you can, subscribe to my channel and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I upload a video or start one of my crypto morning coffee live streams. I also want to thank quickly my channel members for always supporting me on this journey. As you know, we're not taking channel sponsorships. Instead, some of you guys are sponsoring this channel by becoming channel members. I'm really grateful for each and every one of you, and which is why I'm minting you on this intro screen and dedicating this section to you. But with that out of the way, let's get finally started. So as you can see here behind me, the beautiful Adriatic Sea, the island Brač, and we are here in front of Podstrana still, taking in some of the most beautiful views. Yesterday it did rain, you saw it already on the last video, a lot of wind noise. I chose a spot where we have less noise so we can take in all of the awesome Veve news. But let's jump right into them. So Veve has just put out an update to the app, which allows now localization for Mandarin language, which is one of the 3 languages that are spoken in China. All of them are Chinese, but there is the Cantonese and the Mandarin, and there is, I think, the Shanghai Chinese or something like that. But it is a very big section of China, and that is over 1 billion people that can now easier access the Veve app. Obviously, this is not a guarantee for 1 billion people coming into the app and fighting over a couple of hundred secret rares right now, but it means that people that are not so comfortable with English will now be able to understand everything in the app, which makes it usually easier to onboard the app, especially people that are really weak on the English side, and that is in many countries. There is a lot of them. If you look around your family or your friends, there are a lot of people always that are not capable of speaking English. If you are not obviously from the United States, England, Australia, or one of the other already English speaking countries. But most of the people in the world, in fact more than 75% of people in the world, are not speaking English, which makes localization one of the biggest catalysts for the Veve app. And now we already have French, which is a big part of the world. We have Japanese, Japan over 128 million. We have Spain, that is a big part of the world, South America and Spain. And also now Chinese, at least a section of China that is going to be localized in Mandarin. So in my opinion, the biggest news for today. The other one is that the biggest whale known to the Veve fam, Dr. Profit, has been flipped. If you are looking at the leaderboards, you can see that there is now a guy named Bezogiman or something like that up there on the leaderboard, acquiring more than 3,000 collectibles at once and therefore flipping Dr. Profit in an instance. If you're looking at metadata, you can find that he has been purchasing a lot of low-cost common comics and so on to make this number happen, but still, it's an event that we have not seen before. And even if all of these comics only cost 2 gems, 3,500 collectibles is still $7,000 just to flip that. And we have seen it also in the market. Most of the common comics and the ones that were below 2 gems have already been wiped from the market. There are a couple of them left. Sometimes I am scooping up some here and there, sometimes I am flipping them for a little bit of profit, but overall these comics have been gone. But what does that mean? If you're looking at the total numbers, that means that you have now a new leader, and also that it is important for some people to make that statement that they have a higher number of collectibles, and that also means obviously that some whales are still acquiring Veve collectibles. And I think once liquidity is coming back and once there are other means like crypto cash into the Veve app, these events will increase, and also the number and the size of acquired collectibles and also the value will increase. I still think that Dr. Profit is the uncontested leader in terms of the overall value of his collection, as he is owning more than, I think, 3,000 partner statues that are between $2,000 and $2,500 each at the moment, if you would floor them one by one and waiting until they were bought out. But at least I think that is notable. The other side is that there's also a whale, or a bigger wallet, so to say, that has offloaded more than 1,000 collectibles. So that also is noteworthy. There are some major moves right now in the market. The next one is worth some congratulations. So let's give some congratulations to David Yu from Veve, being amongst the finalists of the New Zealand Entrepreneur Awards. And he is among some other entrepreneurs from New Zealand that are, according to the New Zealand Herald, critical to the New Zealand industry, and therefore he is in the lineup with Veve and among some other very important figures in that an entrepreneur scene. So congratulations to David Yu to make it in the final round, and maybe he can win this one depending on the criteria. But congratulations already for making the news and the headlines there, and let's hope that this streak of success is continuing and that he is going to be on the covers of more journals together, maybe with some of you that are collecting and investing on the Veve app or in the Ecomi token. So I hope that this tide raises up all ships, and that it's not only in the end David and Dan that are ending up in these news articles, but also some of you guys that are holding very scarce and valuable collectibles. That would be also very, very awesome to see. Lastly, I want to address some Veve metrics, and this is based on the data that Veve Fox has put out, and also the Twitter channel Omi Burn, also YouTube channel by the way, recommended to subscribe to both of them. Veve Fox has put out some metrics about buyers, sellers, minters and so on, and overall in the month of July compared to the previous month, all metrics are up by roughly 20%. So buyers, minters and everything, while the minted tokens actually are down by 8%. So we can see that there is some increased action compared to the month before on the app, which is something good to see. And we also see that the inflow of gems in the Veve app is sometimes as high as 1 million US dollars, sometimes $500,000, sometimes 300,000. But for a dead app, Veve is still taking in a lot of US dollars and assets into the app. And obviously we also see that some of this money is being spent on the secondary market. Not all of it is on the primary market, but you guys know from my videos like the broken gem problem and so on, that we still have the same liquidity problem in this bear market, in terms that a lot of the gems that are loaded into the app are flowing out 100% directly, because every drop that you are purchasing directly from the market, 100% of the gems are going out of the app. Nothing of that gem spent is going to increase the price level within the app, and of every secondary market transaction between 2.5 and 8.5%, each transaction of the gems that are used in this transaction are flowing out of the app to Veve and to the licensors. So making it a little bit of a liquidity drain, or let's say a lot of liquidity drain, plus the payout that is already enabled according to Veve to more than 15,000 users. We have to see that there's still this overall gem baseline liquidity problem going on, and hopefully this is being solved by crypto pay-in, by maybe lowering fees, by incentivizing people with utility to purchase collectibles that are scarce, that have utility and so on, and that raises the price of those collectibles. But then again, just keep that in mind without opening too much of this discussion, that this liquidity problem still exists. But nonetheless, the increased activity and the momentum and a little bit of the sentiment that we are feeling right now is still there. And at this very end of this video, I want to make you aware of one more thing. Will Goes Meta had David Yu for an interview on his channel, and I highly recommend that you check out these 2 hours of interview with David Yu. I think they have not been shy to ask some very important questions. I think everyone can draw a little bit of value out of that, and I will put together also some of the major conclusions from that interview, just for everyone who is not willing or not able to watch all of these 2 hours of interview. But with that out of the way, I hope you like these little insights into the latest Veve news. I hope also you like the background. I hope the wind noise is not too bad at all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I start a live stream or upload another video. And I will enjoy my last day here at the Adriatic Sea in Croatia now. And tomorrow morning I will already be back at home and starting another Crypto Morning Coffee live stream. So I see you all there tomorrow in the morning, and we'll also be back with some very interesting guests in the next weeks. So keep a close eye on the Patient Hodler channel, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night or afternoon, and I see you in the next video or tomorrow morning in the live stream.